let's continue on with a couple of these ratio problems here. And in this case, we're dealing with something that's a little bit more complicated. Let's look at this one for a moment. So it says, okay, every day Joe eats lunch at this. It costs such and such to eat there, such and such to eat there. The ratio of the number of times is eaten at the Taco Shack versus Sushi Hut is 7-2. Okay, so we have a ratio right here. Let me put that up just for a moment. So we know that it's 7 for every time, 7 times at the Taco Hut. It's 2 times at the Sushi Hut. Okay. And then it says, has spent a total of 287. Okay, so now there's a couple of keywords here that we want to highlight. Number 1, total. We're dealing with a total here, so we're probably going to have to combine these things together like we've been doing in the previous videos in order to find some sort of total. But it's not a total number of times that Joe has eaten at these places. It's the amount of money that is spent. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to try to figure out, okay, if I ate 7 times at the taco place and 2 times at the sushi place, what did I spend, right? Because if we're going to have to try to use this total, the total amount of money spent as a comparison, we're going to need to know the costs of visiting these places. Okay, so let's do this for a minute. Given this ratio, okay, so if we go 7 times to the taco place, it says each time you go to the taco place, that's $3. So it's 7T at $3 a pop. That would be equal to $21, right? 7 times at the taco place. If it's $3 a shot, it would be $21. Okay, and then the sushi place is $10. So that would be 2 times at the sushi place at $10 a pop. That's going to be $20. So here's what we have. We have kind of a new ratio, really, if you think about it. And that is, we spend $21 at the taco place for every $20 we spend at the sushi place. Okay? So far, so good. We had to make basically a conversion here. We were interested in the amount of money that's being spent, not so much the number of times that we go there in order to solve this problem. So we kind of had to convert the original ratio into the dollars that were spent at each place. Okay, but then, again, it's saying, it's not telling us specifically how much was spent at either place. It didn't say, oh, we spent $50 at the taco place, how much did we spend at the sushi place? No, they said we spent a total of this amount. Okay, so again, here's what we do. Remember, if we're trying to find a total, we need to add those two things together. The original ratio that we have, which would be that, you can think about it, there's 2 different ratios we have. Out of a total of $41 spent, right? So that's 41 is our total. We could say out of that $41 spent, $21 went to the taco place. Or, the other ratio we have is that out of a total of $41 spent, $20 went to the sushi place. Put a total there. Okay, I realize I used the same variable here. I'll put taco just to avoid confusion there. Okay, so these are the 2 ratios that we're dealing with here involving money. Okay, and then it says we want to know how many times has Joe eaten at the Sushi Hut. Well, we can set this up. We're going to want to use this one, right? Because we're interested in the sushi as opposed to the tacos. So here, let me clear this out a little bit. And let me cut that. And let's put this in that light blue again. It's soothing. I like it. Okay, so here. So for every $20 spent at the sushi place, it's out of a total of 40. I forgot to put a 1 in there. Sorry. Out of a total of $41 spent. Okay. Well, we set that equal to, we know that the total we're dealing with is 287. So if we spent a total of 287, how much of that went to the sushi place? Well, again, This is relatively easy to figure out at this point. Let's pull our calculator out. It's stuck. Why is it not? Oh, there it is. 1 second. Trouble with using the screen. Oh, snap. Okay, well, I'll just... What do we got? But I can't even see the... Oh, gosh. Hold on. Apologies for this. Life happens occasionally. There it is. Oh, it's still doing it. Still doing it. Okay, never mind. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to probably use my phone on this one, just because the calculator's not working with me. But here's what we would have, right? We would do cross multiplication. It'd be 20 times 287 is equal to that times our unknown. So that would be 41 times our unknown amount spent on the sushi. And to solve for this, we would just divide both sides by 41, right? That would get us to, see, this would cancel out, and we're just left with the unknown amount of money spent on the sushi would be that, and, okay, now I don't even have my phone. Never mind. I'm going to just leave this as an exercise for the, no, you know what? We're going to solve this. We're going to figure this out. I'm not going to stop. By all means, pause and skip the rest of this video, because, oh gosh. Oh, come on, calculator. Why is this not? There we go. Okay, hold on. Stupid thing. Alright, so what do we have? Okay, calculator's back up. It's 20 times 287 times 287 is equal to that, divided by 41, gives us, okay, 140 is our number. But here's to be very careful. I bet you that's an answer choice. Let's see, now get rid of this. No, it's not. Okay, but, okay, so we got the amount of money that we spent at the sushi restaurant. So sushi money spent is $140. So in other words, if we spent $287 total on lunch, out of that $287, $140 was spent on the sushi. But the question was, how many times has Joe eaten at the Sushi Hut? Well, one more step here, right? We know that every time you eat at the sushi place, it's $10. So if I spent $140 there, well, divide that by $10. That gets us to 14 times, and our answer is C.